Hey, it's your girl Nia, and you're listening to Chillin with Bestie Podcast. Are you ready? Let's go. Hey besties, welcome to Chillin with Bestie Podcast, where women all over the world can connect by discussing a variety of topics relating to our everyday lives. It's your girl Nia, and I hope you all have been having a phenomenal week, a great hump day, and I hope you all enjoyed your Valentine's Day. I know I did. Didn't get to do much, but hey, I got to spend time, and that is always definitely a plus. When you are in a relationship/marriage. I'm tongue-tied today. In fact, I'm a little tongue-tied because, y'all say a prayer. Say something to the ancestors. Say something because today's topic, I'm just going to let y'all know now, one of my kids is, sponsoring this topic. Today's topic is badass kids or parental neglect. And I know some of y'all probably looking at this topic like, what in the hell is Nia about to be talking about today? Glad you asked. A lot of us, especially in our mid-20s to, I'm going to say probably up to 40, even a little bit more, up to 50, have school-age children. And we all have been looking at our kids, especially the ones who are I don't want to say, scratch all that, the trouble ones. The ones who be cutting up in school, not listening, thinking they know it all, doing everything from buying skins off your credit card to running the street all times of the night, not letting you know where they're at. Just things like that, aka our broke little best friends, especially the ones who are old enough to work and don't want to. That's another story for another day. But I did want to talk about this because every generation you hear, oh my God, I don't know how to handle these kids. These kids are a different breed, or we didn't do none of the things that they did, etc., etc., etc. I'm here to tell you, as a parent herself, yeah, they're probably doing exactly what you expect them not to do, that you already did. For example, I'm going to use myself, and I can use myself because I've been through this, and I'm still going through this with my own son, my baby boy. Love him to pieces. He gets in trouble a lot. He does a lot. I'm not gonna lie, he does good too, but he does do a lot. And there's a couple of things that he has done that I recognize he's done. Let me rewind that back. He's done things that I did as a child, and then vice versa, the same thing for his father's side. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I can't speak for his father's side, but I know for a fact when I was a kid, I was bad as hell. Okay. I did any and every damn thing. From like 2 on up, I knew I was bad. But at the same time too, things that you don't pay attention to or you don't listen to can lead to a lot more issues down the line. Like, for example, for me, when I first had my son, I was in college. I was working as an EMT full time while in college. So it was just more along the lines like neglect. I was basically trying to take care of stuff I needed to take care of for myself, trying to finish college, trying to make sure that I work, to earn a decent living so I can take care of my kid. At the end of the day, it still was kind of neglect, because after a while, working all the time, you're going to want a break. So I'm, in my early 20s, still want to hang, still want to chill, because I'm a young adult, single, and I put in all these hours, and then I have my son, and then I got to go to school. It's like, man, I need a break somewhere. So with all that being said, I pretty much neglected. I'm going to admit it myself. For me, I kind of felt like I neglected him, and it's really showing, like, as far as not being there more than I could have, or more than I should have, not being there enough, being selfish and making sure that I'm A-okay and taking care of stuff as an adult, as a young adult myself. I didn't really think about it. You don't really think about things like that, especially when you're a young parent, a younger parent, let me say. You're more along the lines worried more about you, how you dealing with situations. You're not really necessarily, some people might. I can't necessarily speak for everybody. I know for me though, I wasn't really too much worried or concerned. So because of that, I was not in the picture as much. Things that I should have disciplined, I didn't. When it was time for me to step up and step in, sometimes I didn't. A lot of times I didn't. So in the result of that, here I am today, trying to parent a kid who I kind of half-ass parented in the beginning, and now, he tussles back and forth with that. And I can understand that, There was discipline to a certain degree when I was younger. And then by the time I'm a preteen, here we are with the rules and the regulations, and you got to do this. Elementary school, I can freely walk around my whole entire neighborhood by myself with no problem. Not saying wasn't nobody trying to bother me or anything, but I'm just saying I was able to do whatever, whenever on my own. And then here comes middle school. My family dynamics had changed. Like, went from all this, freedom. And then here we are, we're religious now. So things change, rules change. And it's just like, hey, what are you doing? At first, you really wasn't paying me no attention. You was doing your thing, taking care of work, hanging out, doing whatever. And now all of a sudden, here comes the rules. Why the rules now? We didn't have no rules before, and I wasn't even really doing anything before. But now I'm just getting ready to just start wilding out because I'm not understanding. It was just one way, and then overnight now it's a new thing. So I understand where my son comes from, but at the same time, I'm an adult. You're going to respect my rules. You're going to respect the parents in your home, whether they're the parents that gave birth to you, or if they're not the parents that gave birth to you, i.e. guardians or step parents, godparents, grandparents, it doesn't even matter. But my thing is, like I said, I can admit to the fault that in the beginning, I was very laxed. And I'm basically following, you might as well say, I'm basically following what I grew up with. Freedom. And then all of a sudden, the family dynamics have changed. So now here comes the rules. Of course your kid gonna wild out because he's like, whoa, wait a minute, what? This ain't what we've been doing. So, but also my mindset was in a different place back then too. So I just tell parents, or should I say, recommend parents who, if things have changed, you've gone from a single family home to now you have another parent in the home who's helping you, or vice versa. You have to think about the decisions you have made, things you have done around your kids, behind your kids' back, and they might have found out, or something that somebody talked about. You gotta understand when things change. Your kids are used to one thing and you switch up. Be prepared for the result of the switch up, because my Lord, I know I wasn't ready. For real, y'all. I was not ready. But for real, on a serious note, as adults in every generation, y'all, we got to start taking a little bit more of accountability of the fact that some of the things that our kids do, it's from us. Whether it's been the trauma that we've been through, whether it's been relationships we've been through, things we did as a kid that we knew we was dead ass wrong that we shouldn't have did. We got to take accountability of that. So it's not really every generation is getting worse. They're just doing what we did, but they're doing it in their own way. You know what I mean? I was sneaky. Come on now. A lot of us were sneaky as kids. My son is sneaky as hell. Like I said, my man's he ain't doing it to me. I think, to be honest, I think I'd probably be in jail. But my man's is running up credit cards. Well, he was running up credit cards for Fortnite. I think he made it to a whole new level now. It's a little scary, in fact. I don't see how his father could do it, but I think I'd have took him out a while ago. Anyway, so yeah, like I said again, parents, let's start taking accountability for real of our kids' actions. Some of the actions they make on their own, I'm not getting ready to sit up here and say that every decision that they do, it's our fault. No, it's not our fault 100%, but you just got to think like how you raise your kids, what you expose them to, what they've been exposed to outside of the home, any issues or trauma, any of those things that they've been through themselves on top of what they've been through in the home with family, close family and extended family, aunts, uncles, and everything. That's all what makes up our kids' personality when they get older. That's what makes them cold. That's what makes them happy. That's what makes them the reason why they don't like certain people. We have to take part and responsibility in how our kids turn out. Now, I'm pretty sure some of y'all not going to agree and be like, no, because I taught my kid X, Y, and Z, and he still went on ahead and did it. A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. That's granted. That is. And like I said, it's not 100% our fault. But at what point does the parent need to take accountability of the fact of how your kids turn out? I really feel like it needs to be a certain percentage. I ain't talking about no 10 neither, or no 5. You at least, I'm gonna say we as parents have to be at least responsible for 30 to 50%. 30 to 50, some other people might, agree less. Some others might agree more, but at least 30 to 50% of how kids grow up is seeing us as parents. Our kids are like sponges. They are learning things in their household, in school, from TV, from books, from the internet, social media, definitely. So how you think your kids gonna grow up? Okay? All right, y'all. So for those who want to follow me on Instagram, you guys can follow me on Instagram at your_new_bestie_Nia. Again, that's your_new_bestie_Nia. Yes, I'm sorry that it's long, but hey, it's so many names taken up. I couldn't shorten it any more than I was trying to. For real, like, it's crazy. So yeah, you definitely, like I said, you can follow me. Y'all stop being scared on commenting and liking and subscribing to Chillin with Bestie Podcast. Like, subscribe, share, and definitely comment. I need some feedback. Give me some feedback. I know some people, they just directly, send me a message in my inbox, or some people will text me. Now I need y'all to post some comments and some feedback for me, so I can know, what's going on. Like, what do I need to do? Y'all want to talk about, even if y'all want to talk about something different. I mean, I come up with my topics and I think about my topics all the time before I talk about them. But what do y'all want to talk about? I'm just about open to any conversation now. Some stuff I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I'm gonna be stopping y'all at the front door like, hey, I ain't even gonna go on that route. Like politics. I'm not a big politic person, so I won't be really doing too much on that on my show. But if you want to talk about anything else, hey, I'm pretty much wide open. Like I said, politics is one of them, but there's probably a couple more other ones. Anyway. If you need to ask me any questions, have any ideas or anything like that, and you don't want to put it on social media, you can always send an email to me at yourbestienia, and that's yourbestienia, as in N as in Nancy, IA, at gmail.com. You can send me a message like, hey, I didn't want to put this on here, but let's talk about XYZ. I don't have a problem with that either, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all, I'm like the really most chill, laid back person that you probably ever will meet. I'm real chill, real relaxed, unless it's time to get rowdy, then that's what it is. But I'm really not. I'm easygoing, cool as hell. Also, for my followers who are not Instagram, like, hey, I don't have Instagram. Again, one of my besties let me know, like, hey, I'm not on Instagram, but I do want to follow you, or I do want to, connect with you. I found a way for that. Again, that's Koji, and it's Koji. Let me make sure. I don't want to tell you the wrong information, but it's definitely Koji with a K, KOJI.com /@pretty_girls_club. This is also connected to my NFT project, and I'm gonna get a little bit more in depth with that project. Give me about like another week or two. Still tweaking and working on some things, looking to add a little bit more onto the collection as well. But I'm gonna actually tell you guys what is the point of my NFT collection. I know some people are just throwing out art just because they want to sit here and make $1 million out of thin air. I mean, which is cool, it's dope as hell, but that's not really my goal per se. But like I said, give me about 2 weeks and I'll give y'all a little bit more information on that as well, okay? It was nice talking to y'all as usual, my lovely besties. I'll see y'all next week. Have a great evening and a beautiful rest of the week. Thank you so much for listening. See y'all next time.